Wagwan, and what's up? It's Josh. Welcome back. Today we are reacting to Tales of a Jedi Count Dooku arc, and I'm speaking really fast because I feel like it. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just went on a bit of a tangent. Yeah, Count Dooku, 3 episodes. Basically part 2 of my video Monday, I think. Yeah, Monday. So without further ado, let's get into it. No, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. The Ahsoka arc was really good. From what I've heard, the Dooku arc's really good as well. So I am looking forward to it. And yeah, if you guys enjoy, remember to like and subscribe. And let's get into it.
Allow me to make my intentions clear.
Bro, Dooku's still on savagery, man. Even as a young'un before he's left the Order, he's just like, I'll fuck you up. I do not care. Like, I will fuck you up.
You're one of the kidnappers.
They all are.
Pretty dope seeing a young Qui-Gon, actually. Even like now, you see, just from some of his dialogue, the way he says stuff is his sort of outsideness from the Jedi Council. I can't even remember what the line was. He said something and I was like, oh, it's a very Qui-Gon way to pull it.
Step aside, Jedi.
We cannot.
You serve the Senate.
No. We serve the people of this republic.
See, Dooku gets it, man. He kind of understands what a Jedi should be. Like, this is where Qui-Gon will get it from as well. Like, this is why Qui-Gon's very much the way he was and why he wasn't on the council, because he didn't believe the politics of it all. So I rate this. Like, I can understand with Dooku here. Bro, she lived from that? Huh? Motherfuckers just don't die in Star Wars anymore. Motherfuckers just don't die in Star Wars. She got a clean hit to the fucking chest. And she walked... Well, maybe she walked away like it was nothing. But Madam just picked her up and they walked off to the side. And since when?
I will destroy this town and make an example of it. None shall defy me, not even you, Master Jedi.
Bro, Dooku on badness, man. He on badness. I honestly, like, I don't think he's done anything wrong here. I'll be interested to see the point where he does do something wrong. And this is what the journey is going to be, of him leaving the Order and obviously then becoming Sidious's apprentice. But fundamentally, I still think he's a good character here.
Corruption like yours must be eradicated.
No! Stop!
Master, it's over.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because although Dooku turns to the dark side and Qui-Gon very much stays on the light, I feel like if Dooku hadn't, you know, Qui-Gon would have very much still followed, wouldn't have become the character he became. But even here, like, you see the fundamental goodness of Qui-Gon when he goes to save the boy, to save his father.
Just thinking in the moment, Master.
Well then,
You're a much wiser man than I.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Thanks to your teachings.
I don't like their dynamic already. I think this is going to be a class arc. I don't know if we'll see much more of Qui-Gon, but if we do, I really want to go through like what Qui-Gon goes through. You know, seeing his master kind of turn to the dark side and seeing the effect that has on him will be cool. What a brilliant first episode. I'd actually say, no, I want to compare the 2 arcs, but I can't. Like, for me, they're very different stories, and you know, fuck it. Obviously, I'm incredibly biased towards the character of Ahsoka. As much as I love Dooku, and I really love Dooku, but it is a very strong start to the story, and it's very different to episode 1 of Ahsoka's arc, where you're actually kind of getting to see her grow up, or see where she's from, almost.
Why are you concerning yourself with these questions? The Council gave us our instructions.
To return Master Catri's body to the Jedi Temple, so she can have a proper burial. But something more should be done.
I think this is a great contrast between these two characters as well, because I feel like Windu wouldn't be someone who likes Dooku and the way he does things, and I'd say the same probably towards Windu and Qui-Gon and Windu and Anakin, just because I don't know what it is about Mace Windu, but one of the baddest Jedi in the galaxy, right? But he just can't do stuff outside of the Jedi way or the Jedi Council's way. Like, he's very fundamental on that's what he does and how he does things, and anyone that kind of goes against that, like how Anakin does in the Clone Wars and Qui-Gon being off the council, he just seems to not like those types of people.
Since we are not members of the Council, we cannot involve ourselves in local political skirmishes unless requested by the Jedi High Council or Senate.
See, like, he's not even part of the council here, which is really interesting, because the step between here, he's on the council in Phantom Menace. That's what it's called. So this must have kind of been his Jedi Knight days.
Unless that attack is from someone one would trust, like you, I will have the truth.
DOOKU, stand down.
So, you see what I mean? Like, the way they figured this out is quite smart. And even, Mace agrees. Like, Mace knows what's up, but from all of his dialogue, he's very much about the council. I don't know whether, I think in the trailer we see Dooku slaughter all these people. Whether Mace will help him or not will be interesting to see. But it's mad that I'd be interested to find out why they wanted her dead. There'll have to be some sort of reason behind that. The one thing I will say, this arc does a lot better than the other, is it's much more Star Wars-y. Like, there's lightsabers, there's Force, there's everything going on. I mean, we saw it a lot in episode 2, the training one with Ahsoka, with her training, which was cool. But in episode 1 and 3, it was a bit lackluster, really. But this is cool. Like, 2 episodes in a row, we've actually got a bit of a Star Wars battle going on, which is fucking gassed. And we've still got the battle to come in the 3rd episode, which will be sick.
Tell us what really happened.
You and all of the Senate puppets will see a reckoning! No!
Mace was on that madness. He's like, no prisoners, dead. Lol, that's jokes. I expect that from Dooku, not Mace.
Jedi claim peace, but mostly keep law and order for the rich and powerful.
Catri was a Jedi. She would have listened.
It's quite interesting because it shows 2 episodes kind of the perspectives Dooku gets given from the people he's protecting and how they're the same about the Jedi, and I think this definitely inspires massively why he leaves the Order, and I think it's a really good piece of media to have to his character, because I mean Dooku's a great character, and even in episode 2 and 3 alone, and then what they had in the Clone Wars as well, and then this as well, just adds on top of how much of a layered character he actually is.
Do you think the Jedi will truly keep peace if they continue to take everything the Senate says as law?
Luckily, we are guided by our council and not by politics, nor ego.
Well, until a couple years, mate. Give it a couple years, and that changes ever so slightly. But I think this episode has had some wonderful dialogue in it, but especially between these two. And that question he's just asked says all you really need to know about Mace, doesn't it?
You decided to interfere in a way that led to a senator's death. I will speak to the council on your behalf.
How kind of you, Master Jedi.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't realize this would be the episode that got Windu the council seat. And I definitely that's definitely had an effect on Dooku. You could even his dialogue there was like, hang on, this isn't right. I feel a bit betrayed by this. So it's all adding up to why Dooku eventually is like, I'm alright, I'm okay, I'm gonna do my own thing for a little while. Yeah, the first 2 episodes have been epic. They've really added this depth to Dooku, which I've really enjoyed, and I'm really excited for this 3rd episode because I've seen on Instagram that we get a bit of a fight between Yaddle and Dooku, so I'm excited for some proper lightsaber on lightsaber action. You know what I'm saying? Don't clip that. Don't take that out of context. That sounds mad.
Please enter security clearance code. Code accepted. Master Sifo Dyas. Planet Camino.
That's cool. So I was going to bring up the fact that it was weird that we didn't hear anything of Sifo Dyas, and then that's just come up, and it's about Camino as well. So I guess this will be going on kind of the strings of what Dooku did to get the clone army and etc, etc.
Where was this encounter?
Tatooine? Yes, I think that was it. Deep in the Outer Rim, of course.
Oh, come on, don't do this to Jocasta. I'm not the biggest Jocasta new fan, but her knowledge is out of this world. She would have known it was Tatooine. She would have been Tatooine, I think. No, she would have known. She would have said it with chest. I've never really noticed her lightsaber hilt before, but hers is actually fucking sick. But to go on a bit further, the fact that this event of him deleting Camino from the Jedi database is happening whilst Qui-Gon has what going on Tatooine in The Phantom Menace is nuts. And I guess it also shows that, and I've never really thought of this before, but Qui-Gon was dead when Dooku left the Order, so he wouldn't have known any different. So I should have put that together with the fact that it's mentioned he leaves in between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. But yeah, that's really cool.
And you believe it was a Sith Lord?
Yes.
I gather the Council was not eager to validate that conclusion.
No, they were not, Master.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness for years.
Oh, this is cool. This is very cool. I didn't expect to get this episode, and then this happened. I was like, what the fuck? But the fact that Qui-Gon and Dooku actually meet in the events of A Phantom Menace is really cool. And I guess this is where Dooku gets some of his knowledge on and how he meets Sidious. But also Liam Neeson being back as voice actor is fucking sick, and I have goosebumps.
Master Dooku, are you all right?
They grow up so fast. Our students.
Yes, it is the way of things.
I kind of rate Yaddle, you know. Obviously, it's Bryce Dallas Howard is voicing Yaddle, which is fucking sick because of how much he's actually done for Star Wars over the last couple of years. But that line from Dooku is really cool. I mean, two of those lines of him really wanting to meet Obi-Wan and him saying about Qui-Gon growing up so fast. It just had this depth that you just didn't know Dooku had, really. Because once he becomes Sith, he becomes like fully Sith.
The funeral is to be held there.
I doubt I would be pleasant company.
You hold them accountable.
This is cool. This is, so obviously Qui-Gon's just died. To find out that Qui-Gon was born on Coruscant, which is something I never knew. I don't know if this was common knowledge or not, but it's cool. And to say, hearing the story of him bringing him here as a boy and to see the tree and the fact that Dooku's not going to the funeral, it's all just very interesting. Like, The fact that Yaddle cares enough as well to ask Dooku to come with, or tell him to come with, and now she's saying that they blame the Jedi, but Dooku's kind of right, you know. They didn't put in the necessary precautions. They didn't listen to what he had to say, really, about there being a Sith. My only thing I'd kind of change about it is the fact that Yoda didn't say anything to Dooku, because obviously Dooku was Yoda's apprentice, which is just a bit gutting to me. So Yaddle may be the single worst tailor in history. They flew into a part of Coruscant, there's no vehicles, and she is following Dooku directly behind. She's asking to die. She's asking to die. Come on, do better.
I don't know what you mean.
Qui-Gon Jinn, you allowed Maul to kill him.
You lost an apprentice, and so did I. All in service of our greater goals.
This is interesting. Okay, so this, for me, is throwing a bit of a spanner. Like, Dooku knows of Sidious. Obviously, the events of what happened between Cypher DS and Dooku have already happened, which I'm a little bit gutted that this series didn't explore. But Dooku and Sidious have worked together by going off a dialogue here, but he isn't his apprentice yet. So I want to know, other than the clone army, what they've planned together, or what they've done together, because clearly they know of each other, and Dooku's dialogue there is like, he's not scared of Sidious. Like, he's come straight in, you've gone too far, you've had my fucking apprentice killed, I'm not happy. And like, it kind of shows that there was almost not a level of respect there. Like, Dooku didn't care. Like, he was like, he's fuming. Like, he's clearly known Sidious long enough that he's like, I feel like I could take you. I mean, he probably couldn't, but Dooku was an excellent swordsman. But it's just interesting because it's almost like, if Dooku knew about Sidious and Maul, why not give Qui-Gon more of a warning?
You have been loyal to a greater cause.
How many have died because of my actions?
Such is the price of freedom.
No.
Shadow, I don't know about your power levels and all that, but I can tell you for certainty you ain't taking on Sidious and Dooku at the same time. And it was just getting good. The dialogue was just telling us shit had happened, and like, it's confirmed that Dooku obviously did kill Cypher DS. We've all kind of known that anyway, but we could see this regret from Dooku, and I feel like Dooku killing Yaddle now, which is going to happen, is going to be what actually keeps him on Sidious's side, because like, he has nothing to go back to. He's questioning it. He's like, oh, I've done this, this and this, and people have died, and I'm not seeing results. I'm pissed off. But now if he kills Jedi, he can't go back to the Order. So it's interesting.
Blindly serve a corrupt Senate that fails the Republic it represents. You want to prove your loyalty? Kill her.
Oh, man! I'm feeling for Dooku, you know. I feel for him. I didn't expect this. I thought I'd understand him after this. But I actually feel for him. Like, I'm interested to see how he actually met Sidious, because I theorised that he'd meet Sidious through what he had learnt from Qui-Gon. But no, he's known Sidious for a while. But intrinsically, we obviously know what side he picks, but like, the actual dilemma he must be going through here, of everything he's gone through with on the 2 planets and the 2 episodes before, the betrayal, losing Qui-Gon. I feel like if circumstances would have been slightly different and Qui-Gon hadn't have died, but maybe he would have supported the Jedi. But maybe, I don't know. It's quite interesting. That's really changed stuff up, that. on, Yaddle! Go on! I'm just a little bit gassed to see her ability with a lightsaber, if I'm honest, because we know Yoda's ability and we saw that in Attack of the Clones, but to see if she can even compete with Dooku, who is a master swordsman, like that interests me.
You were right about so many things. The Council should have listened. Qui-Gon did not have to die.
Oh, I thought she almost had him there. But if I'm honest, right, if I'm in a room and I've got Yaddle and Sidious one side, I'm trying to impress Sidious. I ain't trying to piss him off. Like, that guy's fucking scary. Like, I'm sorry, Yaddle, you gotta go.
It is you who has run Dooku into the arms of evil.
You know what? I have to give points to Yaddle. Fuck, she's doing better than I thought she would. She's not as good as Yoda with the kind of flips and shit and moving around, but she knows how to use her size. She knows how to defend herself, and she's fucking pretty good with a lightsaber. I have to give it to her. Raw! Like that, you know, that's dark! That's fucking dark! Like that! Yo, run that back! Oh, that's the volume. Bro, that's actually nuts. That's a nuts way to go. I can't believe that. On Disney! On Disney Plus! Fucking hell! Jesus!
My friend, Master.
I was gonna say, maybe it's not as dark. That's cool. Because I was like, I don't know if I can get away with just fucking crushing someone with a door on Disney Plus. Oh, we got a second rise from Yaddle. This is interesting. It's about to get good. I wonder if Sidious will get involved. That'd be cool to see a bit more Sidious action, because we never really ever get to see any Sidious action.
Order.
Then let me give you peace, Master Yaddle.
That's nuts! Fucking hell. Like, talk about, you can kick someone, you shouldn't kick someone when they're down, but fucking lightsaber them when they're down? Jesus. Just like chop off her head as well. Fuck me. Dooku. Wow. What a nuts way to end it. Really good. Really, really good episodes. Yeah, I'm really impressed with what they did with this whole series, actually. It's definitely up there with some of the best Star Wars content we've got. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Dooku, fantastic arc. I think you have to say the last episode's the best, right? Like, we got the proper lightsaber battle, we got the Qui-Gon interaction, a lot of backstory, a bit of backstory. I wouldn't say a lot of backstory, quite a bit of backstory, and yeah, it all just slots in perfectly to Dooku's arc. I like that these episodes link. It was the one thing about the Ahsoka episodes that they didn't really link. They were just pieces of the story we never had. But yeah, these episodes linked, and it was really cool to see. Like the story of why Dooku leaves the Jedi Order. Let me know what you guys think. I really enjoyed it. And if you guys enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.